Welcome to SBCU. Let's talk about some trail bikes. We have a redesigned Stumpjumper FSR and an all-new women's trail bike, the Rime. Three really important things that we're going to talk about for trail bikes: handling, efficiency, and utility. Let's get into the details. When designing a trail bike, handling is paramount. These bikes have to do it all: climb, descend, corner, everything. So they have to be great all-around handling bikes. With that in mind, we stuck with what we know: low bottom brackets, short rear ends, roomy top tubes. This is the specialized style, but we are improving upon this. So we'll have 67 or 67.5 degree head tube angles depending on the wheel size, 335, 336 millimeter bottom brackets, nice and low, and 420 or 437 rear ends. So really short rear ends. This makes for a very snappy handling bike that whips around the corners, super fun, but overall a very stable, planted handling bike. Efficiency on a trail bike is also very important. These bikes do everything from climbing and descending, and we think two things are super important for that. One is FSR. This is the same full suspension system we've used for years. We've refined it, we've made it better, we've made it lighter, easier to service, but the idea of active, independent FSR is still what we believe is best for the trail bikes. We want that rear suspension moving all the time, no matter if you're pedaling, coasting, braking. Active and independent suspension, that's what FSR is about. The second piece on efficiency is your rear shock, how that interacts with the FSR. Here at Specialized, we have the ability to work with our suspension team to come up with the best tune for Stumpjumper and Rime. It's a really special case, but we want to pay a lot of attention to the details. So all Stumpjumpers and Rimes will have RX tune shocks. This is recommended experience. The experience here is trail, so we tune the shocks on every model for the experience of trail riding. On the Rime, this is tuned specifically for lighter riders, so it's a different tune on the Rime than the Stumpjumper. FSR and RX tune combined for a very efficient riding trail bike. So the idea of utility in a trail bike is pretty new. What are you going to need on the trail to be prepared for what will happen out there? Flat tires, food, rain. You have to carry your gear out there. How can you do it in a compact and efficient way? We have a brand new SWAT door integrated into the down tube of the trail chassis. Never been done before, unbelievable. But when you look at the frame, this door unhinges and reveals SWAT wraps on the inside. They carry a pump, a tube, or CO2s, and a tire lever, all packaged very tightly and quietly inside your down tube. We believe that people need to be prepared to carry what they need, but not put it up high in a heavy place like on your back. You also find underneath the top tube is our EMT tool. Slots in a plastic cradle. This has a multitude of different tools to fix whatever you might need out there on the trail. It clicks back in to the frame, secure, easy to get to, ready to go every single time. Finally is the top cap chain tool integrated into the steer tube, has a chain breaker and an extra link for any chain issues you might have out there on the trail. So very cool new utility piece to the redesigned Stumpjumper and the all-new Rime. We're super stoked to have the all-new women's Rime trail bike. These share the same chassis with the Stumpjumper as the handling. The experience is the same for the trail, but there's some very important women-specific touch points that make the Rime truly unique. We start off with the body geometry Myth saddle on every single model, narrower 720 millimeter handlebars, shorter crank lengths, and an extra small frame size. Finally, don't forget the RX tuned women's shock is different than what's on the Stumpjumper, so altogether this adds up to a Rime women's specific trail bike. Some final really cool details for you: the wheels, the 2x setup, and the command post. Every single model of the Stumpjumper and Rime comes with the wide traverse rims. These are 30 millimeters in carbon, 29 in alloy, bigger volume for more grip. Every single model will come with the command post. You can get the post all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, somewhere in the middle, very easily to find that perfect position. And finally, all the 650 and 2.9 models are 2x compatible with the taco blade. If you want to run a single or a front derailleur, that is totally possible. 3 wheel sizes to choose from on the redesigned Stumpjumper FSR, 2 wheel sizes on the all-new Rhyme, 650B, very nimble, 6 fatty, tons of control, and 29, very, very fast bike. Go to one of your specialized retailers, try one out, take home your favorite.